Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Spice and Wolf episodes 8 and 9. Last time on Spice and Wolf, we had two episodes on kind of the polar opposite of the spectrum of type of episode. One was a pretty freaking intense and also rather heartwarming by the end of it, episode that wrapped up the arc of the Malone Trading Company and the Medio Trading Company and this whole feud over the money and stuff, which all ended up with Holo becoming a giant wolf and fucking up some people's days, and then sort of trying to run away. But Kraft woke up and went and found her, and it was really nice. And they sort of reaffirmed their pact to go up north together and do things and be cool. He also got a little bit of profit off of the whole business venture, despite some weirdness and it not being nearly as much as he expected. And if I remember correctly, he put all of that money into pepper instead of moolah. I assume he's got some kind of thing that he wants to do with this pepper, maybe sell it at the next town down the road or something like that. Seems like a very trader thing to do, thinking he's smart. And yeah, he did say that because it's getting cold and winter is coming, um spiced meats and spices for meats will probably go up in value just a little bit. So he'll be able to eke out a little bit more of a profit from his already pretty nice little mini profit that he got, which is cool. And then in episode 7, we got a totally different type of thing going on, which was like a really cute and fun shopping episode with a cool clothes merchant who I liked a lot, and we saw Weiss again, and I don't like him very much, but he's all right. He's fine. He's just kind of slimy, just a little bit, just a little bit of a scumbag. Not a bad person, but not a likable person either in certain ways. In any case, we're moving on into episode 8, and I don't know what to expect from it. I would expect that we're kind of done with the town of Piazzo. That might be wrong. I figure we're probably done there for a little bit and probably going to be heading off with our cart full of pepper and our pupper and seeing where we go next and probably trying to offload that pepper somewhere. Don't know what we're going to be doing, so let's go ahead and dive on in and find out. So, in the interest of doing that, I've got episode 8 of Spice and Wolf up and ready to go. It is 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you're more than welcome to do so. Just get it ready, because the beep beep timer to count you down to 0 is coming at you now. Into the... Ooh. Wolves in the forest. Is that the girl in the OP that we haven't met yet? The blonde one? with a pupper by her side. I think it is. That's a shepherd's crook, but with a bell on it. That's interesting. Okay, okay, okay. Another town? Ooh, sausage. Mmm. That glow. Oh. Ah. That's just goofy. Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that we. Oh. Okay, okay. I hope for your sake. Okay, gotcha. Been hitting the souse. Why is it the talk of every tavern? Hmm. Wolf and virtuous scales. Hmm. Hmm. So highly religious? Hmm. Good. Probably. Oh. It is, yeah, it's getting to be winter. Mmm. Oh. Yeah, really good. Oh, that sounds dope. I actually don't like extra sweetness on peaches. They got this nice little bit of sweet sour in them. Honey is a great natural preservative. Yeah. Sweet as sin. Uh. Honey is not cheap. You gonna buy him? You gonna buy him? You gonna buy him? Buy him. Buy him. Is that the tail? Yeah. Priorities. Let's get on the road. Let's get on the road. We got honeyed apples and honeyed pears and stuff. Let's go. Oh, Horo. Mm. Scales. I'm sure. Mm-hmm. It's a nice parallel to the other conversation they had. Mm. We got some pepper. Yeah, how did you? Okay. Strong pepper. I get the distinct feeling that he has the opposite of virtuous scales. He's got weighted scales. That whole ominous vibe thing. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one. One bright, one dull. They're different metal, aren't they? Hello, check them scales. Hmm. You need to put like some of the same coins on each of those scales and see. There's something wrong with them scales, yo. Okay, now we bargain. No haggle. Thank you, Horo. Thank you very much. Sure. Thanks. Hmm. Oh, they're tilted scales. Hmm. You might want to give us a better deal, bud. And then some. Yeah. Okay. He's good for the credit. I guess I'll go talk. Talk about how you've been fucking around with your scales, boy. High quality armor. Why armor? Is he aware of tensions brewing or something? Be a shame if something happened to that. Mmm. 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 Smart boy, Craft. Smart girl, Holo. Don't fuck me. Gil. Nicely done. Nicely done. Hmm. Hmm. A lot of liquor. Holo cuddling her own tail is like the cutest thing. Hmm. I think you're pretty drunk. Yeah. She's pretty profitable to have around. Oh, but can't refuse that. What do you mean unnecessary? Oh, now you're just pulling the heartstrings, Hodo. That's not nice. It's not nice to use her wisdom like that. Okay. Hmm. A lot of competition. What's the plan? Hmm. Yeah. Not, I don't think, yeah. They're small, easy to carry, highly valuable. Oh. But they're hard to make a profit on. And in a religious town, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Deals. Lobbyists. Oh. Yep. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah. What about on your person? Oh. Oh. Nope. Okay. Gonna run into that wolf girl soon? The Majutsu? Maybe. Maybe, maybe. Ooh, a caravan. That's the second warning. Mercs. We sell our armor to them? So more bandits than mercs. Sure. Seems like we might have a run in between like mercenaries, wolf mage, and our duo. A detour? Sounds fine. Yeah. Good move. Hello, Majutsu. Okay, just a little flash of her. There is a tree line, though. And people can hide behind these rolling hills. Hmm. Humans. Mercs. Shepherds. Are they wolves in sheep's clothing? It is. Hi. We're tasty. Sheepdog. Gotta love Jealous Hollow. Oh, that went quickly. Okay. Those are not pigs, those are sheep. Intrigued by the shepherd character. Wolf and the Shepherd's Lamb. Okay, a couple things that interest me about this episode. Not as much like confusion on my end for this episode, which is nice. Little bit simpler. We get a merchant in the town who attempts to swindle us. We hear rumors at the bar, at the tavern, gathering information that there is a heathen or pagan wizard out there who seems to have control over wolves, and that's juxtaposed rather closely with the scenes that we get of the bell-wielding, staff-holding shepherd lady. What's interesting there is that shepherds and wolves are usually natural allies because sheep and wolves, I mean, sheep are naturally prey of wolves, right? Um, so I assume that's why Holo said that the kind of person that I hate. But I'm a little bit interested to see what is the deal with this shepherd, maybe mage, who seems to be able to interact with wolves as well as sheep. It's interesting, and I think we're going to get some answers on that front in the next episode. So that's cool. Um, we did have some talk about the possibility of mercenaries, which would be a natural enemy probably to both of them. So I'm kind of expecting a run-in of some kind, unless it's just a chat about it and then an avoidance. Uh, Bought armor, which is heavy and difficult to make a profit on, but is easier to sell in town than spices, which would be heavily taxed. So that's interesting. I do like the conversation about spices as being, wow, that's something, that's a place to make a really good profit. And yeah, it is. There's a reason that the spice trade is like one of the foundations of a lot of successful merchant routes. And while the Silk Road was called the Silk Road, it was also heavily used for spice trading, for interesting Eastern or more Oriental spices. Very interesting stuff going on here. But I do think that like per weight, uh, spices and other consumable goods that are used in small amounts to great effect, like coffee, cacao, even sugar, but then spices like pepper, paprika. These are extremely expensive and very valuable to merchants because they can be sold, they can be purchased from the people who produce them at much reduced rates and then sold across the world to anybody who wants tasty things or caffeine or anything like that. You know, tea is, I mean, hell, England dominated India for a long time, in large part because of tea. It's interesting, very interesting. Lots of cool things in this episode. I have to say that some highlights of this episode for me were the talk about preserved fruits in honey, and the realization from Hollow was just really cute. Like, oh, that sounds real good. We're going immediately right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That was great. Goofy and sweet and very cute. Uh, the 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 whole scene with this merchant who is fine, but we very distinctly show the audience these scales on the wall, and then as soon as he asks like, you don't have a scale with you, do you? Instantly that was suspicious, and then it was kind of heavy-handed, honestly, from a direction standpoint, that we get this slow zoom in as he asks that, and then the audio changes completely.
ところで、はかりは持っておいでですかな？
That's not ominous at all. But luckily, you have a wise wolf with you, and it also brings to bear some of the well, I love their conversation in the house, where he's like nagging her about how much money he spends on her, because the reality is that she is really profitable to have around for business ventures and business dealings. She reads people and she reads the environment real well, and in this case, it paid off significantly. So I was expecting that the scale was off weighted, so that in some way that it made it look like the scales were balanced when they were not, but instead it was just tilted, which is another way of obtaining or doing the same thing. Very clever from this merchant's perspective, but as soon as that's learned, it harkens back to the idea that we had before, that if you can figure out why someone is lying to you, you can maybe utilize that to make more of a profit. And in this case, figuring out why and how this merchant is swindling people means that they can now threaten blackmail. Like, well, it would be a damn shame if someone went around and drunkenly talked about how the merchant here is using rigged scales to swindle people a little bit. Sure would impact your business, wouldn't it? So you're gonna give us the price that's good, and you're gonna give it to us at a fair count of weights, and you're also going to let me take a bunch of extra stuff on credit, which is, we know that Kraft is probably good for it because he's more interested in maintaining good business relationships than almost anything else. But it's a solid threat and a solid way of making use of it. Very cool. Very cool. We lost our spices. Damn. Sucks. And then we had this moment where she acts all drunk, which is very cute, and also does some massive pleading eyes, which is extremely cute and kind of impossible to turn down, and then sits in front of Kraft and okay. Hollow messing with her own tail, always cute, always the bomb. Talking and chatting and talking again about the church and yes, the corruption here, and silly. It's a funny thing that reverence can be worth its weight in gold. That blessing the gold bars makes them more valuable when it isn't anything of material value being added to them, nor is it anything of any kind of like work or craftsmanship that's being infused into them. It's simply a statement by the church. Uh, the value of reverence is immense, and kind of you can see how it would be at odds with a pragmatic merchant's way of doing things. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm interested to see where we go with this shepherd lady, and I love the way that she's shown to us in these small cuts throughout the episode, building up to her. It's pretty effective. It's simple. Like, I wonder if we're gonna meet this merchant, this shepherd girl. We're probably gonna meet this shepherd girl. I also have to say that I'm a big fan of Jealous Horo. When she realizes that it is a girl and an attractive one, and Kraft does as well, and we get the same music that we've gotten for Horo moments here. Uh, G, G. That stare though, staring daggers, or fangs, I guess, at Craft is it's pretty great. It's a little hint that she cares about him quite a bit, which is nice. So, interested in knowing more about this shepherd, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Cool episode. I am ready to go for the next one, so let's just jump straight into it. Spice and Wolf, episode 9, Beep Beep Timer. I always forget that it's every other bar on the big bassy drum in the back. All right. Why the circle? What was that? Was it a copper coin? We did. We're not worried about that. Interesting way of pausing after creating those awkward pauses. Hmm? For what end? For what purpose? Wolf and the Shepherd's Lamb. Okay. Right. I think we're good on that front. Nipping at the heels. Nice. That's a well-trained sheepdog. Doesn't look like a collie. Wonder what breed it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Of course not. Hey, yes you are. That little side eye. Oh, Nice save. I mean, yeah, you could be gigantic. You could flicker across the mountain. The little tag on the dog's ear is interesting. Hmm. Ha. Hollow gonna pull something? Like test her with wolves? She'll realize at some point, and I'll have to stay covered. Yeah, I didn't really think that through, did you, Craft? I love patronizing Hollow. Good pupper. Hmm. Highly generous. Arendt? I feel like I've heard that name before. No? Maybe not. Probably not. Stay together. That's a nice little while. Him? Oh, the dog. Okay. So a relationship to the church. So she is not the heathen wizard. Unless she is. In which case it bears explanation. Oh, he's a rescue. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Not asleep. That little smile. Yes, they are. It's a wise shepherd. Hmm. Hmm. See, one way to win Holo's favor would be to get her some cute clothes or sew them for her. Fuck yo god. If you're not being treated right. Yeah. Yeah. Tension. Oh. Nice. Yeah. Give her some contacts. All right, so night will fall. Wonder if Holo will pull anything. You don't have a reason not to be able to do that, do you? Yeah. Hey, maybe. Hmm. I didn't notice that. I didn't get that feel at all. Okay. A fine night. Ooh. It looks like every isekai city in history. Sorry. Hmm. Hmm. Consider it a tip. Or an investment. True. Low-end trading union. So all of these different potential routes. That Lamtra? Someone who can protect them through a faster route to another major city. Ooh, that's good money. Yes. Absolutely. One can dream. I will anyway. Of course you will. Of course you will, Horo. Hmm. 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 What's up with that? What's going on here? There's something else going on though, Horo. Maybe. I feel like it's something else that they know that they're not telling. Hello, Nora. Oh, everybody is running away from Nora? Well, that was interesting. I wonder what that was all about. Hmm. She can... Yeah. Aha, funny Joker. It is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I feel like we're gonna run into... Aww. I feel like we're gonna run into Nora again. No, but my sleeves. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Yes, you are. That's... Yeah, that's more pragmatic. I feel like there are a few of those. I love their banter. Working together. Yeah. Wow, that's a cool house. Cool place. They all share the same. Oh. Truly. Oh, take her with you. Deal. Yeah. Wholesome head pats. Empty. Oh. That guy's in the ED, isn't he? Oh, is it just too early to be opened? Aw. Another strong character design. Big, burly, bit of a belly. Dark and smiling. Lowen Trading Union. Knows all the stories. Oh. That's not ominous. A rival trading house? Something like that. Yeah, he's right there. That's so funny. I was looking at all of them and like, oh, we got that one, we got that one, we got that one. We don't have him yet. The swirling plot. Okay. Mildly ominous. A couple of interesting things here. It felt like a lot of this episode existed in sort of a subtext area, and that's pretty intriguing. So some things that I really appreciate are in the characterization of. Well, actually, I want to just like I want to Google Translate and detect language and just put this in. Party mis tuelo moro. I'm assuming it's Italian. Norwegian. That's not right. Okay. Lu Spinzio. Okay. It could just be not existent things. Yeah, that detected as Chinese. If I switch it to Italian, it's probably not going to be right. Yeah, it's using like the form of Italian, but it's these are not words. These are not real words. Okay. If you happen to know that that is a real language that they're using, then you can totally let me know, and I'd appreciate that. But I get the feeling that it's not a real language. Blows a horn. Don't know why. I wonder if it has anything to do with the wolves, because we did a lot of subtext in the last episode that sort of implied that she was the wolf mage out there, and then in this episode she is purely the shepherd. Another thing that I really enjoy is the somewhat awkward pauses that she produces, and I think we're meant to believe that those are a result of just being alone in the wilderness for a long time and not having anyone to talk to, not knowing what to say, which is a solid way to do characterization, I think. Um, watching a sheepdog at work is pretty great, and the chats with this shepherd and the camaraderie that she shows with, I believe it's Anik, are pretty great. There's also just really solid doggo animation. Like a clear understanding of how dogs run, which I guess it makes a lot of sense that that would be in a series with wolves heavily featured in it, that they would have somebody on staff who understands such things. But it's nice to see that kind of effort being put into play. Uh, yeah, little bits of awkwardness in the conversations, talking and chatting. Um, uh, sheepdog ear tag. I don't know. Don't know about that. That pulls up a medical condition. Ear uh piercing? I don't know. Okay. I think it's the same pattern on Enix's ear that is on her staff, but I'm not sure. Where's the scene of her petting Enic? Yeah. There. Black and red stripes, and then the same is on her staff. And she said that she found the staff inside Anik's mouth when she found him all beaten up by mercenaries. Very interesting. In just this short period of time, we get a really distinct impression of her bond with this pupper, and that's pretty great. It's pretty cute. I also really love the side the like crosstalk about wolves and Hollow pinching him and pretending to be asleep. Then nope, I'm not asleep. Don't you talk shit. Very cute. All in all, a really cute episode. So we ask her about stuff. She's taking care of the priest's sheep. Interesting. Hollow resents her presence a little bit for a couple of reasons. Chats about some stuff. Hand her the money. Investment of a greedy merchant. Talks about the places she can go, and she happens to be willing to go on one particular route that catches his interest, which is to Lamtra, where she takes a detour through a creepy forest but can protect people, which I would guess that he will at some point leverage to help out some other merchants, probably from his trade guild. Now, there's something odd going on here, and I don't buy that it's entirely just bureaucrats being being prone to scoffing at merchants who make money. There's something odd about purchasing armor from that particular town or armor in general. That's odd. Something weird going on there. And then more so, the ting-a-ling-ting of the shepherd walking down the street causes these people to close up shop and hop inside their houses. And then she stops in front of the priest, and he looks off, sort of. She has her eyes downcast, and he looks off in silence. something weird going on here. Not sure what. It seems like she's got some kind of a reputation in this town. It's odd. I love this. It should be great if she didn't have a tail, and then it's just taken as a joke, and it's pretty cute. Pretty wonderfully cute. So we're now introducing the idea of mutual bonds and sharing the profits and sharing the risk of trading goods, which is a key part of trade. Not as much now when there are less risks and more consistent methods of transport, but certainly in the day and age, for ship journeys especially, but also caravans and things like that. A group of people grouping together, grouping their funds together, so that there's a word for it. I want to say amortize, but that's not correct. But when they share the risks amongst themselves and the profit as well. This is a cool character design. The burly, thick, stocky chin, square jaw, little bit of pudge under here, little bit of a beer belly as a tavern keeper of sorts, but a shrewd guy who is all warmth and smiles, and banter, and knows things about craft, and probably knows everybody who comes through his meeting house, the runner of this place. With this whole dark, very Mediterranean-ish aesthetic, the big bushy burst of chest hair out of his collar, the dark, close-cropped hair, and the thick mustache. It's pretty great. You know who this character is when you see him, and like many of the characters in the show so far, that's a really solid thing. It's also a gorgeous building. Okay, and then we get a rider coming in. Did a man called Lawrence come by? And this is pretty ominous. It makes me wonder if it's related to the Medio thing, or maybe to Chloe. But this guy seems to be seeking Lawrence for untoward reasons, and we get a lot of that in the direction itself. First off, we're in a dimly lit place, and he's meeting with somebody who seems scruffy and odd. And then we get this angle, which is pretty much yep, that's a little bit Dutchy and a little bit wonky. And then we see the location where they are, which is a different design of building, but also large, and has this open space in the bottom of it, with what looks to be rooms or a tavern up above. It's interesting, a little bit frightening, a little bit weird, a little bit strange here. So I wonder if this is a rival trading house, and maybe one that is familiar with somebody that Lawrence has had dealings with in the past. Don't know at all. And the Jikai was Wolf and the swirling plot. Yeah, okay. So it seems very much like the beginnings of the Medio plot, once again happening in a similar way. There's something off going on, and I have a feeling that Nora will get herself involved to help Lawrence out in the course of this. Interesting. I mean, maybe they're after Holo. Maybe. That could be interesting. But I don't know, there isn't enough information to go off of, just some subtext, some interesting things. So, looking forward to that, but we're gonna have to wait a week to find out how this actually turns out and what's actually going on. And I'm super curious about what Nora isn't telling us about who she is and the way these people in the town seem to feel about her. She seems to have some kind of a rep, and be avoided by the normal townsfolk. So, interested to see where this goes, but gonna have to wait a week to do so. So, let's wrap this up. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Spice and Wolf episodes 8 and 9. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week when we go ahead and watch 10 and 11. See you there. Peace.